Until the moment she died, the woman finally realized her trusted foster brother had killed her and her ex-husband's only child, just to save that scheming woman, and he even murdered her in cold blood. In her final seconds, her ex-husband rushed to her side without hesitation. Only then did she understand. He was the one who truly loved her. Maybe heaven pitied her, because when she opened her eyes again, she was back on the day she gave birth. Her foster brother was right beside her, pretending to care. But this time, she wasn't falling for it. She slapped him across the face, and threw him out despite his begging. Her ex-husband, though, was completely confused by her sudden change. Still shaken, she remembered everything from her previous life, how her foster brother killed her child, and even murdered her parents. And the ex-husband who should have hated her, had risked everything to save her, even staying by her side knowing the infection danger. She had misjudged the wrong person, and ended up dying apart from the one who loved her. So after coming back to life, she was determined to win his heart back, and repay him with everything she had. Later, when her ex-husband asked for a divorce again, and said the child should stay with him, she tried to stop him, and promised she'd change, but he was done with her, and insisted on divorcing. Not long after he left, a nurse brought the baby in, and said her ex-husband knew she loved her looks, so he planned to feed the baby formula. But the woman, now fully awake in every sense, refused. The nurse told him right away, and remembering how she refused to divorce earlier, he assumed she was stalling for time, so he went back to the hospital to see for himself. When he overheard that she insisted on breastfeeding, just so the baby would bond more with her, he became even more convinced she was delaying the divorce, to take the baby away. He ordered the bodyguards to watch her, and believed everything she did was another tactic to run off with the child. When the nurse came to massage out the blood clots, he saw how much pain she was in, and instinctively held out his hand to help her. Afterward, the nurse told her to let him massage her wounds more. It would help her recover faster. But once the nurse left, he pulled his hand back and explained. He knew she didn't like him touching her, and he only helped because things were urgent. He said once she was discharged, he'd push forward with the divorce. She tugged his hand playfully, but he thought she was manipulating him again. She only wanted him to massage her wound, and she admitted she wanted to spend her whole life with him, and begged him for another chance. But he believed staying together would only hurt them both, so he walked away. Still, she refused to give up, and insisted she wouldn't divorce. When her parents came to visit, she said she planned to return to the company after recovery, but her father said the foster brother was managing fine, and she had her own family now. She told him she was the real heir, and she wanted to help her husband in business, to win him back. Her mother agreed, and said it was a good chance to test the foster son's loyalty. Hearing that, her father finally agreed. Only by taking back the company and its shares could she avoid the tragedy of her past life. Meanwhile, her husband's overseas company ran into trouble, and he needed 3 months to handle it personally. He knew as long as the foster brother existed, their marriage would fall apart.